All right, so we're back again out here today. It's a beautiful day out. I'm going to work on changing the oil. So I bought some Mobil 1 5W30, and then I also bought some gear oil for the differential, I think. So I'll be doing that in a little bit. I still need to get the oil for the transmission. And then I got my other gas tank. So I got 3 gas tanks. It should be enough to drain all the fuel. So goal for tonight, get the oil change done. And if that goes smooth, we're going to drain the fuel. And JoJo's over here studying. But car's looking good, still solid. Been sitting for a day. So I'll update you on the oil change. Wish me luck. What is up, guys? So I'm doing my oil change right now. I opened the oil cap, and then here's the drain plug right here. It's a 17 millimeter socket. I tried 3 different wrenches and none of them were long enough, so I had to break out the breaker bar. We got it loose. Let's drain our oil and hopefully not make too much of a mess. Watch out, it might splash. I'm scared.
Connected to Christopher's iPhone.
Oop. Oh, I dropped it. But we got it. Let's hope this thing drains fast enough. I had an issue last time, it did not. The little bleeder, like the air thing, was closed from the factory, so got oil all over my buddy's garage floor. So I'm scared. Oh, it's starting to. Uh-oh.
What's happening?
All right, I think we're good. You know, when it shoots out at first, it shoots out far, and then as it drips, it falls further back. All right, I think we're good. I think we're safe here. In the next video, we'll take out the oil filter. All right, we got it drained. It's a 14 millimeter crush washer for the oil change. And then the filter is located right up in here. So this is the passenger side tire. So if you can get that off, that makes it a lot easier to access it. And then from what I've seen online, people say it's easier to get to it from under here. You can also get to it from up here, but that looks a little cramped, doesn't it? So we're gonna take that out, and then it's definitely gonna drop a little bit of oil in there, but we'll put some paper towels down and try to catch what we can. So we'll see if we can loosen it. All right, so I lied, I'm a hypocrite. I got it from the top. I just figured, hey, what the hell, I'll try to loosen it. And it came loose super easy, so they didn't over tighten it. Now I also made this contraption here. So I just took a piece of cardboard and kind of like rounded it out and shoved it up in there, and then the oil would just drip down. Might have made a little bit of a mess, but probably a lot less than if I would have just tried paper towels in here. That didn't work, but yeah, I think that worked okay. So I'm gonna put the new one in. Make sure to rub a little bit of oil around the seal of the new filter. There's the old one. And then tighten it down, but not too tight. Well, I'm gonna put the drain plug back in first. And then drain plug, kind of same thing. I'm just gonna get it snug. I'm not gonna torque it down at all. So we'll just check if it leaks. But all right, we got the drain plug in, 14 millimeter crush washer. It's tight enough. And then got the new filter on, it's hand tightened. So time to fill up our oil. So I think it takes 4 quarts. I'm gonna verify it real quick before I dump it in. But just gotta fill up the oil and call it a day. And I looked it up, it should take about 4 quarts. That might be a little over full. If the whole engine takes 4 quarts, might not have been able to drain all of it out. So I'll put a little less than 4 quarts in and check the dipstick and see how it looks. All right, guys, the oil change has been completed. She's looking good. Got that done. Got a little over a quart left in here. Try to hold it level. So save that. Every 4 oil changes, you get the 5th one free. But yep, got everything tightened down. So I'm still not going to be driving it for a while. So I'll check and make sure nothing leaked out. I don't think it will. But yep, I think I'm gonna go ahead and siphon the fuel tank and then call it a night. So, all right, guys, I'm trying to drain the gas tank, but I don't know if this is gonna work because I'm getting some resistance. We'll try it anyways. Didn't go very far. I think there's a anti-filter mesh. Let's Google it.
Do you want me to stop?
Well, I tried to siphon it out, and apparently there's an anti-siphon device, so we've been defeated. Quick looking online, we might be able to go through the filler hose in the back there, or maybe when I replace the fuel filter. I already have the replacement fuel filter. It's in here. Maybe I can drain it then. So we'll have to see, but we ain't doing it tonight. So I'll do it another day, I reckon. But all right, talk to y'all later. All right, what's up, guys? Back again working on the car. Been a little bit. So last time I filmed, I tried to siphon out the fuel tank, which can't do that. So you know, if you have an NA Miata, they just have a drain plug on the fuel tank, which that would be really nice. But I have an NB, so there's no drain plug on the fuel tank. Got to drain another way. My next option, I'm replacing the fuel filter anyway, so what I'm going to do is unhook the lines and then hope one of them will still drain, and just drain it all out. So the setup I got going on right now, I got 3 fuel tanks. I got one under the car with the whatchamacallit on it. And I'm gonna hope that it drains out with the new fuel filter here. And then this is my little thing to unhook the fuel lines. So I'm hoping that works. So we'll see how this goes and see how much gasoline I get all over myself. We'll update. All right, so I just took the cover off above the fuel filter. It's held in place by 5 of these little plastic things. So if you have a trim removal tool and a Phillips, makes getting them out pretty easy. And then gotta find it. Here is said fuel filter. So you have to take it off this little bracket. The first thing you got to do, it has fuel lines going to it. One's at the top, I think. It's probably gonna be a pain in the ass. But basically what you do is you put this little yellow thing right here up against the fuel line, and you can pop it right out and spill gasoline all over yourself. So wish me luck. All right, she's draining now. I unhooked one of them. I really have to pee, so I'm just gonna let it drip for a little bit, see how much it'll drain. I also opened the gas cap to let it air out a little bit, let it relieve some pressure. I have to pee so bad. All right, I'll check in a minute. All right, a little update. So far, I've drained about 5 gallons. So I wasn't sure how much was in the other one, but I took it off after an hour. And that's how full it is. So I'll call that half. So we'll say 2.5. And I'm tired. So it's like almost 10 o'clock and I have a site visit early in the morning. So what I'm gonna do, I have a third jug. I'm gonna let this one go until it's full. Let's check the level. Oh, that was bright. There we go. So I'm gonna let it go for a little longer till it gets pretty full. And then I'm gonna switch it over to this one. And if my calculations are correct, that should be enough that I can just let it sit overnight. We'll see. It does make me a little nervous, but worst case scenario, just gets a little gasoline on the ground. So, also, I want to shout out Nerfamous, best YouTube channel ever. Homie Nerfamous gave me some CDs. And look at this one. Look at this right here. Straight banger. Journey Greatest Hits. That's going to be the first CD we ever play in the Miata right there. Very excited. Thanks, Nerfamous. You're the best. Alright, well, I thought about it a little bit, and leaving my car draining gas overnight in a closed garage sounds like a recipe for disaster, so I decided not to do that. Probably for the best. And I filled up the second jug, so in total drained about 7 gallons. And then I just plugged the old fuel filter back in. It was already still dangling in there, so I just plugged it back in, and it's not draining anymore. So I'll drain the rest tomorrow and go shower and go to bed right now. So, all right, talk to y'all later. Man, I got crazy hair. Had a beanie on. All right, well, we got the last jug. It is the next day, so need to go back and unhook that fuel line and drain the rest of the fuel. All right, that was pretty quick. Only about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it's not draining anymore. So I think we got most of it. So now I'm gonna put the new fuel filter on. All right, got the new fuel filter in, got it bolted in, and then I just I wiped the cover down and then put it back over. And yeah, so we got that all done. And we drained out about 10 gallons of fuel, and I let it drip till it quit draining. So gotta go dispose of that old fuel and put some new fuel in it. Let's go. Next project, on to the next project. Next project is gonna be draining this guy and draining this guy. Put new fluid in. Let's go.